Hi guys, welcome back and thanks so much for dropping by. For today's video, I'm creating a farmhouse wheelbarrow for my outdoor front porch decor. I actually got this idea from a neighbor who bought these from just a farmer around this area, and I thought I could recreate this for free myself. This is free because I actually had Domestic Diva tell me a place that was giving away free pallets, so I went there and I got some free pallets. So here's one of them. So this was actually a team effort between me and my husband. We started off with this pallet, and what he did was he took it apart. I helped him a little bit, but he did most of it. He always likes to do that kind of stuff. So he took it apart one by one. Some of the ones he took the nails out first, some of them he banged them out first. It just depends. You just have to be careful because the pieces of wood do like to crack if you're trying to pull out, if you pull too hard. And once we got everything separated, we kind of put them on the floor to see what we wanted it to look like. Because the wheelbarrow or wagon, whatever you want to call it, it does kind of go into like a triangle shape or a V shape. I put an 11-inch pot in there to see how wide we wanted it to be, and then my husband cut the middle pieces to size. So basically what we're doing is we're taking two longer pieces and then we're putting smaller pieces in the middle. Now he used a jigsaw to cut these. I can give you the sizes, but if you don't, like if your pallet is bigger or not, you might have to cut them or smaller, you might not work. But if you guys want the size, like the exact measurements, I can give them to you in the comments below. Just let me know. And then what he did was he pre-drilled all of the holes for where he was going to screw everything together, because these pallets are thinner wood, so you don't want it cracking. You want to pre-drill a hole and then you want to screw it in. So he screwed in the pieces that are holding the wheelbarrow together, so as you can see here, and the middle piece is smaller and the bottom piece is bigger. And then he used just a piece of plywood to cut out a wheel, and we just used something round that we had to measure the size of the wheel. And he used his jigsaw again and then pre-drilled the holes here, and then just attached a little piece of wood, just thicker wood here to attach the wheel. You could use, like from a plunger, you could use the stick from the plunger from the Dollar Tree and then just pre-drill a larger hole, but we didn't go that way. This isn't going to be a functional wheelbarrow. It's going to just be decorative. The little pieces were, I believe, from a 2x4, and again, he just screwed everything together. Then he went and he cut the pieces so that the wheelbarrow would have like a little lift up on it. So at the bottom, he just put two pieces so that the basket doesn't fall out. And then inside, he used these little small pieces to connect everything together. Again, it's going to be outside. Our porch is not covered, so he wanted to make sure that it doesn't fall apart. With wood glue, it might fall apart, and with nails, they're just nails, so we always prefer screws. So he screwed everything in, pre-drilled all of the holes, put two pieces at the bottom, just like I said, so that it stays in place, and then just added one more piece to the top, and then it connected it with the body of the wheelbarrow, and then it looks like it has a little lift up there, just like a normal wheelbarrow does. And then for the feet, we just used a scrap piece of plywood that he cut for the feet. So I always say my husband is the construction, and I am the design. So this was kind of what I had envisioned, and he put it together. Very nice of him. I probably could have done some of these things, but he just did it all in the garage, so I wouldn't have to go up and down the stairs to where like our little workshop is set up. And because the little guy was sleeping, he just brought what he needed upstairs, and I don't like to use the jigsaw, to be honest with you. It scares me a little bit. So for the paint, I wanted it to look like old wood, basically. I wanted it to look like aged, kind of like, if you know what like beach, kind of like beached wood, kind of driftwood looks like. That's kind of the color I was going for. So I had some black paint, just really old black paint for outdoors, and I mixed it in with just some Rust-Oleum chalk linen white to get a gray color, and then I used a baby wipe to just kind of work it in and brush off the excessive paint. I used a really rough brush, old brush, so that it would not be completely covered, and it gave me the look I was going for. So I just covered all of the outside pieces. I didn't bother painting the inside of the wagon, again, because I'm going to be having this probably in the fall. I'll have some mums in there, and then for the summer I'm going to be putting a fern, I think, not the pot that you saw at the beginning, probably a fern. But you will see my porch decor video tomorrow, so I'm still, it's Tuesday and the video's due Wednesday, and I'm still like decorating my front porch. I had done planters. Anyway, you'll see it in my video tomorrow. It was a bit of a mess, but anyway, this will go on my front porch. And then the wheel is the only part that I did not paint gray. I'm actually going to be using this Annie Sloan black wax, and I'm going to be applying it to the wheel to give it kind of like a black stain. And I'm also going to be going around the whole painted part of this wheelbarrow, and I'm going to be putting the black wax on it so it looks a little bit darker and more aged. And with the wax, I apply liberally and then I wipe it off until I get the look that I'm going for. So I just wanted to thank you guys for dropping by my channel. I really, really appreciate you watching. It means the world to me. And I hope I can give you some ideas where you can make things for your home on a budget. Hopefully you're either super handy with the tools or you have someone that can help you out like I do. I always have crazy ideas, and I'm so blessed to have a husband who supports me in my crazy ideas. He never complains and he just does them. He's amazing. So he's my superstar. So he helps me out with a lot of these bigger projects, and he helps, some of my ideas come to life. So if you want to see what I do, everything I do is on a budget, either thrift flip, DIY, trash to treasure, or Dollar Tree makeover, any of those. If that kind of stuff interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button and drop me a note. Let me know that you stopped by. I also have an Instagram and Facebook account, so you can always follow me there, and you can leave me messages there too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's the finished piece. So I really love the way it turned out. I think it'll make a great decor piece to my front porch. So here it is with the fern. If you liked this video, if you liked this idea, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my home channel tomorrow for my porch decor so you can see how I put everything together. Thanks again. And if you don't check out my home channel tomorrow, I will have a new video on Sunday. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe and subscribe if you haven't subscribed.